that the addition of these custom wood covers really kind of set it off and give it a nice, very custom look. So, hey, if you find yourself enjoying this kind of content and want to see more, why don't you mash down on that subscribe button? That helps us immeasurably. And then maybe punch the like button and give us a thumbs up and maybe comment and stuff. That helps us bring you more content like this. So please do that, it helps a lot. And now, due in part to the overly litigious society in which we reside, listen to my robot.
Danger, Will Robinson! Danger! No, Will Robinson! Danger!
All right, had another custom request from a customer the other day, and it was a custom order for a Les Paul, but instead of having a Les Paul control cavity, he needed a little bigger one. I think he was putting active electronics in it. So we used a Supratone control cavity. This customer wanted a cover for the control cavity and for the switch, and he wanted that cover made out of mahogany. So what we're going to do is we're going to machine some down very thin, probably 200 thousandths, and then we need to make those covers. Well, we already have the geometry here, right? We know we have this circle. We basically got to make a round piece that fits in here, and we have to make one that's shaped like this that fits in there. Well, we already have that geometry, so it's a pretty simple matter of machining that out of the stock that we machine up for it. So let's do that. We'll start with this. We'll start with the CAD that we used to machine the back of his guitar. We keep all that CAD on file here. There's hundreds and hundreds of files. And we're going to take away the stuff we don't need. We're not going to need the outer contour. We're not going to need this inner. We're not going to need the center where that goes, right? We're not going to need the control cavity itself, nor are we going to need these little clearance cuts, right? So these are the only two pieces that we're going to need. All right. So I haven't went out to the shop yet and checked out the size of the scrap that I have that I'm going to make these pieces out of. So I'm just going to do them at 0, 0 up here. And let's just get rid of some of this stuff. Okay. And I may have to move them around a little bit before I machine them. But let's just move this guy up here. Okay. We'll put him right about here. And we'll move this guy over there. And we'll put him right about here. Well, why did I do that? Well, I'm trying to make it about as square as I can. All right. And I want to keep this in mind when I'm doing this. I want the grain. This one's circular, so I don't care how the grain runs because you can spin that around and match the grain all you want. But this one, the cover goes in a certain way, a certain direction. So I'm going to want the grain running back and forth this way, not this way. That would look funny. All right, so here we are. I have the geometry. It's a simple matter. I'm going to say they're going to be 200 thousandths thick. So let's go over here. And we're going to say this is 0.2. Okay. And then it's a simple matter of just grinding them out around the outside, right? So we'll do the control cover first, and it's going to be a profile cut. And we're going to go 0.2 because that's how thick the material is. We want to go all the way through it. End mill ash is fine. These will be mahogany, so ash will be a little slow, but again, it'll be difference of 20 seconds or something. We're going to go on the outside of that. Okay, and we probably want a tab. We probably want to hold these down a little bit. So let's add some tabs, and those tabs will be 0.15 thick, so they'll be 50 thousandths thinner than the part. And let's go, we'll call these 1/2 inch. And let's go add some of these tabs. So we will add tabs, and I'm going to put this tab here, and yeah, probably there is fine. Okay, so it's going to put little tabs in there. And because it's so thin, I don't need any ramps. You know what? I'll put them in anyhow, just to, because I'm careful. And I'll call this control cover. All right. And then I will call, let's do the other one. So I'll highlight that one, and it'll be basically the same thing, right? Be a profile, be 0.2, okay. I will add some tabs to this one. All right, and where are those tabs going? I'll add tabs. That looks fine to me. Okay. All right, and then I will call this one switch cover. All right, let's see what they look like. There you go. Now, because they have tabs, I can't, if I double click this, it's all going to go away, okay? It's going to tell me that, yeah, it's not going to work. So that's not going to work. But there you go. I can do this too. I can highlight both of them, and then let us move them to the center, to the absolute center. Okay, so that's it. And these pieces are, how big are these? They will fit in a 7.07 by 5.5 inch rectangle. So I want to make it bigger than that. You know, I'll probably have a piece that's, 9 by 8 or something, so that'll give me room to put my clamps down. I'll have to go look and see what I have out there. But that's the CAD part. I wanted to show you that once you have the geometry, whether you're making a cavity or a cover, it's the same geometry. It's just whether you're cutting on the inside or outside. So let's go and find some material and cut that out.
Okay, so you can see it's machined out, and the piece of wood that I ended up using was just a cutoff from one of the guitar bodies I make. So this is 2 inches thick. Obviously these covers are not 2 inches thick. They're just down 0.2 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off here, and then I'm going to kind of resaw that on my bandsaw to the proper thickness, or a little over the proper thickness, probably 60 thou over the proper thickness, and then run it through the planer so both sides will be flat parallel and it'll be exactly even. Okay, so I'm at the bandsaw and I'm doing the resaw. All right, now I'll just run it over to the planer and plane it through to the proper thickness. Okay, we got her planed down from the planer. Should be relatively simple to punch these guys out. Yeah, there's one. This guy might be a little more. There's two. Now we'll just go clean up these fuzzies and stuff on the sander. Well, I got the covers sanded. Let's take a look and see how they fit. Oh, good. Those are all great fits. It does have, I like the wood better than the plastic on here. I just covered these really quick with a sanding sealer because they're so thin I don't want them to warp. So they fit really good. I think the wood covers kind of give it a custom look instead of the black plastic. They both do the same thing, but I think the wood covers really kind of set it off. I think that the addition of these custom wood covers really kind of set it off and give it a nice, very custom look. So hopefully the customer will be happy. We'll send this out today and we'll get on to the next one. Thanks again for watching.